Drop down to the floor right now and execute one single push-up. I'll wait. Done? Good. That push-up was wrong. I know it was wrong because 95% of people execute push-ups using a broken movement pattern learned in middle school. It grinds away at the shoulder joint while limiting chest development. Look at these soldiers in the field. Elite professionals, from special forces to gymnasts, never outgrow the push-up. Their readiness requires true upper body strength, and they rely on this specific movement to build it. By correcting 5 specific mechanical errors, we can convert this exercise from a wasted warm-up into a primary driver of upper body strength and stability. But first, you must drop your ego. Forget your maximum rep count entirely. For this exercise to work, we are prioritizing continuous tension on the muscle fibers over sloppy, bouncy momentum. Step 1. Analyze your setup. Place your hands slightly wider than shoulder width apart, and look closely at the angle of your elbows relative to your torso. This diagram reveals the anatomical danger of a wide T-shape position. By flaring your elbows out at a 90-degree angle, you jam your upper arm bone into the shoulder socket, pinching tendons on every single repetition. To clear the joint, tuck your elbows back to a 45-degree angle. From above, your body should form an arrow shape. Notice how this specific angle aligns the chest muscles to better manage the load. This spatial adjustment removes the grinding in your shoulder joint and forces your pectoral muscles to bear the weight. Step 2 shifts our attention down to your hips. A frequent posture error is the hammock effect, where the lower back sags toward the floor. This graphic illustrates the physics of that mistake. A loose core acts as an energy leak. When you try to press up, your force bleeds out through your misaligned midsection instead of driving directly into the floor. To lock this structure into a rigid beam, squeeze your glutes intensely. Brace your stomach as if you are preparing to absorb an impact, and slightly tuck your pelvis. A correct push-up is a full-body structural plank, where the arms act as the levers. Step 3 is the descent. Lower yourself at a controlled pace, taking 2 to 3 seconds to reach the bottom. As you reach the bottom, watch for a silent hazard, allowing the front of your shoulder to collapse and dump forward past the vertical line of your wrists. This collapsed position forces your rotator cuff to hold the body's weight in an overstretched state, which can lead to cumulative damage without an immediate pain warning. The fix is active retraction. As you lower your body, pull your shoulder blades together and squeeze them down, as if you are sliding them into your back pockets. Halt your descent exactly when your chest hovers a fraction of an inch above the floor. Enforce a 1-second pause here to completely stop your momentum. By controlling the drop and eliminating the bounce, you ensure your muscle fibers absorb the tension. Step 4 is the ascent. From that dead stop, press back up to your starting position over 1 to 2 seconds. High repetition counts often yield limited results because people treat the elbow lockout as the end of the movement while keeping their upper back frozen in place. Your pectoral muscles cannot fully contract to finish the rep unless your shoulder blades are allowed to slide forward around your rib cage. When your elbows lock, push the floor away from you even further. Force your shoulder blades apart until your upper back slightly rounds. Those final 2 inches are required for the chest to reach its most contracted state. Without them, you're stopping the movement just before the peak of the contraction. Look at the locked core and precise hand placement of this athlete. Now synthesize all 5 mechanics: arrow shape, steel core, slow descent, blades tucked, pause, push the floor away. Executing a repetition with these mechanics forces the pectorals to contract against the load through a fuller range of motion without joint friction or grinding. This is your new standard. 5 precise repetitions yield better results than 30 bouncy ones. Progression means adding a weighted vest or slowing the tempo, not just chasing a higher number. The push-up is a skill. Drop down right now. Execute 1 repetition using these cues, and tell me how the sensation changes. Make sure you subscribe, because next week we are decoding another commonly ruined exercise.